While they might seem like the most trustworthy information resource, statistics are actually mostly wrong. To you at least. Here's why. Hi there, my name is Mazen Ahmed and I'll help you enjoy life again, just without the negativity. I want to ask you one simple question and I want your answer to be blatant honesty. Is the dream result that you have, the dream outcome that you have in life, being average? If your answer to that question is yes, then you can go jump in the world of statistics as much as you want because your dream result is an average person. If the answer to that question is no, please trust me when I tell you statistics are one of your worst enemies. Here's why. Statistics are based off average people. Because how do you get a statistic of something? You gather a bunch of people, some people that are high class, some people that are low class, some people that are middle class, and you get them all, and you end up getting the average out of all of them together. So that's the average of all those people. The problem is the average of humanity is low class, high class, so the average is the middle class. Middle class is possibly the worst one. You might think that middle class is better than lower class, but in some cases it's actually not. Because middle class is being comfortable. And comfortable is the worst thing you could possibly have. It's because being comfortable is you not having any motivation to do anything. You don't have a goal in life. If I wanted to get rich, and I ended up getting to 10k a month, that isn't rich. That's just above average. It isn't considered rich, it's just above average. If I get to 10k a month and I tell myself that I'm comfortable at this level, then I wouldn't have any motivation. I wouldn't need to strive to 100k a month or $1 million a month because I'm comfortable at my 10k. The thing is, when you're in the middle class, you're comfortable at the position that you're in, so you don't want change. But you don't realize that change is the most important thing to level up in life. You're just telling yourself, I want to stay at this level. If you play a video game, and the max level that you can get in the video game, the level that you have to beat the final boss, is level 100. And you start at level 0. Lower class people are like level 5. They have a ton of motivation. They're at the bottom of the bottom, and they have a ton of motivation to go up. High class people are people that are level 99. And middle class people are people that are level 49 or 50. That's middle class. And they're just comfortable at that position. They're not gonna try to level up to be the final boss. They're just comfortable at level 50. They think this is enough. So they won't have any motivation to strive forward. That's average. And the funny part is, being average is the worst out of the two. Because if you're lower class, you'll have a ton of motivation, and if you're higher class, you're already at the top. You're successful. Being average is worse than being unsuccessful. Because if you're unsuccessful, you still have motivation to go forward. If you're average, you don't have anything. You're comfortable at the position that you're in. So, I'll ask you the question again. Is your dream result being average, or is it being something outstanding? If the answer to that question is being average, again, jump into the world of statistics as much as you want because that gives you the result of being average. But trust me when I tell you, an average person is a fat man who works a 9 to 5. Ask yourself, do you want to be that person? If your answer to the question is no and you want to be an outstanding person, don't trust statistics. They are your worst enemy. Before I go on to the last point, I've always wanted to find a place full of positive people, but I wasn't able to find that since everyday people are just negative. I decided to make it myself. I call it the social media of positivity. The link for this community is in the description. I'll see you in there. So if you shouldn't judge based on the average because statistics gives you averages, what should you judge based on? You should judge based on the dream result that you have in mind. If you want to become a millionaire, you should judge based off of the millionaires, not of the average. Not tell yourself it's so hard to become a millionaire since so little people out of most of the world become millionaires. You should tell yourself, how did the millionaires become millionaires? Because I want to be in that percentile. I want to be in the top 1 percentile of people that are millionaires. So how do I get that? How do I reach that result? And you're comparing yourself only to the millionaires. Get my point? Now the percentage doesn't become, oh, it's 1 percentile out of all the people. It becomes, oh, I could actually do this. It's actually something that makes sense now. When I look at the millionaires, out of all the millionaires who did these steps to get to become a millionaire, you realize that your percentage of actually becoming a millionaire increases a ton. It's more like 50% or 60%, maybe even 70% now. It doesn't become that hard. The image of becoming a millionaire doesn't become that hard in your mind. So, when you judge based off something, judge based off the group that you want to be like. When you want to take a decision in sales, do you ask a homeless man or an average person, what should I do to take this decision? Or do you ask the person who became a millionaire through sales? Because he has the most information possible. Of course you ask the millionaire. So when you want to become a millionaire, should you ask the millionaire or should you ask the average person? You should ask the millionaire. Exactly. Judge based off of the people that you want to be like, not based off of the average. If you have a really big goal in mind, why the hell are you going to trust statistics? It's a feat for a reason. It's a big goal. It's a great achievement for a reason. If you are going to trust statistics and ask yourself, what is my chance of success in this part or in this project that I plan on doing, it wouldn't be a great feat since it would be statistically easy. And those statistics that you're judging of are average. If you look at all the successful people in the world, you realize that the statistics weren't with them at all. They were actually against them. But they defied the odds and they became in the 1 percentile that were able to succeed. If you have a vision or a very big goal in mind, don't ask yourself, is this being egotistical because the statistics are against me? Instead, ask yourself, will this goal make people laugh? If you like this type of content and want to see more of it, I have a community called Social Media of Positivity, link in the description. Always remember to stay positive, and I'll see you in the next video.